Hey everybody, how's it going? On today's video, we are going to be talking about the third book in the Singer of Terandria series. This one is called Ghostsong. This is by Pirate Abba and performed by Andrea Parsino. The audiobook length for this one is 20 hours and 41 minutes. Lightweight compared to some of the other stuff that Pirate Abba has written. But yeah, this is a side series, so maybe that's what you just expect. But today we're going to go ahead and get into this series. I'm going to talk about pros. I don't really have any cons. There are some weird moments in the series, but especially in book 3. But hey, it is what it is. But if you have, I already have 2 other videos. If you haven't watched those 2, then I would recommend you scroll on or go onto my YouTube channel and find book 1 of this video series and get into it that way, or just go to, and I will leave a link in the description of this video on book 3 of the Singer of Terandria series. You can go there, click on the book series, and check out book 1. But if you already know, if you've already been through book 1 and 2 and you just kind of want to know a little bit more about book 3 before maybe pulling the trigger, then this is a video where I'm going to be talking about what I really enjoyed about the Singer of Terandria series, book 3, Ghostsong. Loving these names and loving this series a lot, just to get to see some of the side characters and what they're doing, and it's very interesting. But yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into it and see where Kara O'Sullivan has been. So not much of a summary. Height in the last book was fighting at the end of it a undead lord, and then this mysterious character Purosynth comes out and takes care of the problem before the undead lord kills Height. And then now we know that Height is now being accepted into the Hunters Guild as a veteran hunter, and now she gets to know the dirty little secrets of the Hunters Guild. And it's just really interesting to see all of the mystery in this series coming out and trying to get a little bit more of what's going on. And as the reader, or if you would like to say listener, you're just kind of like, whoa, about what's happening. And it's very interesting, and Pirate Abba does a great job with stories, and especially this one with being more of kind of like a mystery and secrets that are woven within this story and this particular book in this series. So yeah, let's go ahead into some of the pros and some of the things I really enjoyed about this series. But yeah, let's get into it. So I love the growing mystery in this story. You're constantly getting little bits of information, and you're getting more and more, and you're moving along to like, well, what could this mean? Like the particular for Belleviere, she's popping up more and more in this series. And in the main series, she has kind of been revealed a little bit, and you kind of get a little bit of a glimpse of the resulting factors through what's happening right now. And so it's kind of like, okay, we're getting a little backstory on what kind of happened. But it's interesting to see more of that character being brought out into the light, and the mysteries on this particular one revealed. So it's just really cool to see that. And also, not only the mysteries that are tied with Kara O'Sullivan, but with other countries, because you guys see those things revealed, and it's just kind of like, oh, well, what's that going to be? What's that going to entail? And it just seems like this is such a huge world, and it's ever growing and never stopping, that like I just can't imagine writing this. I mean, I'm not a writer at all. I like other types of art, but it just is kind of mind-boggling in how much Pirate Abba is putting into this series, and like just the constant, oh, there's this new thing, oh, there's this new thing, oh, that kind of relates to our world, and especially that name that was just dropped, or that ideology, or that thought process, or that mythology, and you're just kind of like, oh my gosh. But it's really cool, and if you're into this series, especially the main series, you're gonna just eat this up, and I'm eating it up all the time. Good stuff. But let's go into the next. A lot of interesting characters throughout the story. Again, more Belvedere, more of some characters that you've been introduced with since book 1, but just more in depth. And then new characters that have come out and you get to know more about. You get to see their skills. You get to see some just new takes on the world that Pirate Abba has created. And like the skill system and the magics and all that, and it's just really cool. And I just love seeing more and more characters. And also, like, maybe in the future we can have more and more side series, but who knows? I don't know what the plan is for that, but I think it'd be cool. But it just could seem kind of getting out of control with how many side series that Pirate Abba could possibly be writing and just creating. So yeah, it's just really cool to see all the interesting characters that have been introduced in book 3 and that have been kind of more fleshed out, and you get to see more of their backstory and a little bit more of their skill sets, which is interesting. Next is a lot of interesting interactions between characters, and what I mean by that is like some of the mysteries come out because a character is so old, or like the ghosts that are introduced have dealt with like evils and foes that kind of crop up in throughout the story, and they're kind of like, oh my gosh, this thing's still here even through thousands and thousands of years, or this has been revealed. And it's just kind of like the interactions and the aha moments have been like, whoa. And the part of the book that just got me just like, okay, there is I don't even know the name of the movie, but Kara gets intimate with one of the ghosts, and immediately when that scene was happening, that interaction was happening, I was thinking of that. I think it was maybe just called Ghost, but I could be wrong about that. But it was just like the whole clay scene with the ghost and the woman, just like, and this is happening here. So maybe that's where it inspired, but I just was laughing really hard when that scene kind of came up throughout the book, and it was just kind of like, okay, all right, this is kind of weird, but hey, it's just a girl and a ghost, but we're gonna move on. But there are other interesting characters like Belvedere when she was getting it into with the Marquette princess, the gloomy princess. Their interaction with the contract was a very interesting like battle of wits and legal matters in a way that you sprinkle a little magic on it and packs and stuff, and you're just kind of like, oh dang, this is like an interesting battle of like legality that somehow got interesting. But yeah, there's just constantly more in this, I guess, this book in this series that had just a lot of interesting interactions and more revelations throughout, and it was just pretty cool, pretty awesome. Next is Belvedere character and how she came more about. She wasn't really, here and there in the past couple books, but in this one, it was just kind of like she was just heavy, especially at the ending. It was just kind of like, oh, Belvedere's coming in more and more, and this is gonna be very interesting and cool to see what she has up her sleeve and what ancient magics that she brings out, and how her skills work in that way. And talking about skills, it's interesting how skills are just interacted, not with only like people going after certain skills, but like one of the characters has, I'm pretty sure it's just bipolar disorder, and how the skill has, or the system, I should say, has interacted with that. And it was just very cool to see like how that goes along and interacts with this world's, system, I guess, system and magic and all that jazz. But it was just really cool to see that. But yeah, interesting developments with Belvedere's character and how more prevalent she was within this third book in this series. Next, and final, is the ending to get excited about for the next book. The ending was just kind of like, oh my gosh. And then like the little snippet of basically a Belvedere kind of like last scene was just kind of like, this is going to be interesting. And now I want the next book. And it's like, where's the next book? Can we just have it? Like, come on. It can't be that hard to produce all that. What's time and money? And, can't you just pop it out the next day? Like, come on, who needs a life? But it was a great ending to this particular book, and a great, can't wait for that next series feeling, or next book feeling, because it definitely left those that enjoy the main series, The Wandering Inn, and enjoy the Singer of Terandria series. It's just kind of like, okay, like this is very cool, and I can't wait for the next book, and especially in this series is with that ending. That ending was just kind of like, ooh, I need some more of this. But yeah, it's insane. And some other things that I guess I wouldn't say worried about, but at the time of this recording, it has been stated that there is going to be a new narrator for the Wandering Inn series. In the next book, I think it's book 16. But Erin Bennett, she is going to be the new voice for the main series. I'm not exactly sure if Andrea Parsons will continue with the Singer of Terandria series. I think it'll be cool. She did do a little video on that, but I just hope she sticks with this series and maybe do some of the side series. But I can't wait. I think it's in July that Erin Bennett is going to be doing the next book, and I hope it goes well. I know it's a big, anyone that has enjoyed this series, it's a lot, and I hope the fans are kind. Again, I can't wait for it, especially if someone needs to take a break and is getting burned out on all the characters that they have to voice. Because if you don't know, Andrea Parsons is an amazing narrator, and she does a lot of just voices for everything. Just that those are some big shoes to fill, and I hope Erin is good to go on that point. But for this series, I just hope she keeps up with it. I hope it stays with Andrea Parsons. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I think it will for some reason. I don't know. I have no information to keep that factual, but it's just a hunch of mine. But yeah, I'm sad to see Andrea Parsons leave the main series. But if you're getting burnt out and you need to switch it up, do it. And if you get to kind of stay in a little bit here and there, then that's good. And I can't wait for the next book in the series with her vocal talents. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So yeah, that is what I've got going on about this whole Ghostsong book, and this being the third book in this series. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you check it out. Again, a link in the description of this video will be linked to the third book off of Audible, and you can go check it out more there. And if this is, if for some reason you've watched through this whole book video and you have no idea about anything what I just said, because I'm talking about the third book in the series, go to that link and check it out, and go to the first book, or but it's a great series, and I can't say enough about it, and I just really enjoy it, and I want to make videos on good stuff, and so this is one of those good things. Without further ado, I'm going to let y'all go. Please let me know in the comments what you've been enjoying about this series, or what audiobook you have been enjoying. Currently, at the time of this recording, I am killing some Mark of the Fool. Just been eating that series up. And because at the time, I don't have any more of this series to go back to. And I don't really feel the need to go all the way back to book 1 of the Singer of Terandria series, or The Wandering Inn, just to listen to it all again. I rather just start or continue on another audiobook series. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you're currently listening to. And without further ado, I'll let you guys go. Toodles!